Welcome to another episode of the Almost Tipsy Vegan. Today we're going to be making some sliders, and they're going to be basil pesto sliders. So what we've done is, I don't do a lot of sodium. Sodium really bothers me. So we grow a lot of basil, and my wife makes this pesto out of it without hardly any sodium, any salt. But we make it, and she puts it in ice cubes and puts it in a gallon bag and puts it in the freezer. So maybe you can see what it looks like. Okay. Now, it's very important that we're using tofu. And I've taught y'all several times about the way you prepare tofu. When you get it from the store, you put it in the freezer, let it freeze solid. Okay. You take it out, let it defrost. Then you put it back in the freezer, let it freeze again, and then you take it out and let it defrost. And here's a package we've already done. It's been frozen twice. When we just cut it open, we take the water out, and then we squeeze it. What the freezing does, it kind of changes the texture of it, and it makes the water come out so easy. You don't need to do all the pressing. You don't need to buy the presses. You don't need to mess up kitchen towels, those kind of things. So what we're going to do now is we've got the tofu. We're going to cut it the block in half like this. Okay, cut both of them in half, and then we're going to come into thirds, like one. It's two slices, but it makes three pieces, just like this. One, two. So it's very, very simple to do. Then we're going to put it in our pesto sauce, but that's kind of thick right there. So we need some kind of little liquid to go in it. So today we're going to put a Riesling in there. It pairs well with basil. So I'm just going to put some in here. Not too much, just maybe an ounce, maybe. And of course, we're cooking the show. We're drinking on the show. Okay, so get that out of the way. We're going to stir it around, make a liquid paste out of it. And now what we're going to do, get it mixed all around, get that wine in there, get a good texture and tasting. So, and that looks about perfect. You see that? Maybe a little bit more wine just to get it a little bit more. Okay. Stir it around so you can see it. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is take this tofu here, like this. We're going to stick it in here, and we're going to cover it up. We're going to put all the tofu in here, and we're going to let it marinate for about 30 minutes to an hour, just depending on how busy we get with everything else. So we're going to put the other piece in here. We're going to stir it all around, mix it around together, let it marinate. We're going to really push it down in here. So when you push it down, it really makes the tofu, any excess water in there, come out, and it's really, really, really going to absorb the flavoring really well. So anytime you do a tofu like that, press it down really hard, and it will make it absorb more of the flavoring. Okay, so we'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay, welcome back. Our tofu now has been marinating in this basil, what is it, pesto. Brain problems today. So it's been marinating. We turned it over, tossed it, turned it over, and tossed it several times. It's been marinating now for an hour, hour and a half. If you can do it overnight, it's even better. But anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to take it out. and put it on a baking sheet. It's lined with parchment paper, and just put it on here. We'll take some of it. We don't need that much on there because we're not going to throw this away. We're going to use it later on. We're going to get these out. Oh, man, that was, see there? The adventures of cooking with me. And we're going to put these on here. The oven is preheating or preheated already to 375 degrees. This will cook for, well, to get crispy on one side, we have to just watch it. And then we'll take it out and flip it over and cook it on the other side. We want it real crispy because eventually we're going to add this sauce back on top of it to make our sliders, and it's going to be so good. Just like that. And we've still got some sauce left. I'm going to put a little bit more sauce on top of it while they're cooking on the ones that hadn't got as much. I'm going to put just a little bit on there. Just spread around just a little bit. Okay. And we're going to put it in the oven. We're saving this amount right here. You see what we got in here? We're saving that. We may not use it all. We'll use a good portion of it. So this will be in the oven. When y'all come back, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, welcome back. The tofu has been cooking in the oven now almost, well, an hour now. Typically we use the air fryer. It cooks a little bit quicker, but we chose to use the oven because if y'all don't have air fryers, we want you to know how to do it without an air fryer, okay? So I'm gonna take them out of the oven. And they are hot, and you see what it looks like, okay? Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so I'm gonna put them back on the oven, on the stove right here, and let them rest a little bit. Now, what I'm gonna do now is to give it more flavor, we're going to add some sun-dried tomato olive oil. It's been just, okay? We're just going to, and these are just, we bought just brown and serve rolls. So we're gonna put them on there. We're just gonna put some, again, that's sun-dried tomatoes and olive oil. We use some of the oil. We're just going to brush it on there. Just like that. And we're going to do all of them this way. And then when we come back, we'll toast them and show you the final step. Okay, the bread is out of the oven. It's been toasted. It had some of that olive oil with a roasted red peppers. Now we're going to put some of this is roasted red pepper artichoke dip. I'm going to put some of that on there. But the buns were a little bigger than what we had wanted, what we got last time. So I'm just going to get one right here. I'm going to, and I went ahead and cut the tofu in half. But before I put it on there, I'm going to put a little bit of this basil on here and basil pesto. Now, this was homemade here. If you don't want to make it yourself, you can buy it from the store. Okay? We're also going to, I got a little too much, so we're also going to add a little bit of this roasted red pepper artichoke dip on there. Just a little bit on this side. And put this out of the way, back over here. And finally, this on here. And the reason we cut them in two, because this is just a finger food. I thought it'd be too big to go the whole big ones. It's too much for one person to eat. So let's see what it tastes like. And That's delicious. The basil pesto is just phenomenal. Cooking on the tofu, tofu hadn't got a lot of flavor. This added a lot of flavor to the tofu. It's amazing. Now, if there are any leftovers, and there very well could be tonight because we've got several friends coming over that refuse to eat vegan. So there could be some leftovers. In the morning, what I will do, if there are any leftovers, I'll put some jelly on here and the strawberry jelly with the basil. It's just absolutely one of my favorite things. So anyway, y'all try this. It takes a lot of time to cook it, but it's well worth the effort. So I'm the Almost Tipsy Vegan.